Hey guys, it's your boy Keep It Real. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, clicking on this video. I truly appreciate any and every view. I hope you are having a good day. Today I'm going to be talking about this game that recently just came out. As you can see at the little top right here, May 25th, 2023. That 2023 really means a lot, doesn't it? Next gen gaming. So I'm talking about this because this game is so garbage. Like, it is the essence of trash, of being made for absolutely no reason at all. Now, if you like games like this, props to you. Not dissing you, not talking against you, but this game is an unfinished, buggy, high requirement mess. Look at this. Metacritic score of 36 with 35 reviews and a user score of 1.5 with 93. Maybe that's indicative of a trash game. Let's read the summary together, guys. The Lord of the Rings, Gollum, is a story-driven action adventure. Take on a perilous journey as Gollum, chasing the only thing that is precious to him. What, the ring? Gollum is skillful and cunning, but also torn by his split personality. One mind, two egos. You decide. Alright, so they're making it seem like you're going to be making a lot of decisions, you're going to be doing a lot of things, you're going to have action, you're going to have dragons, you're going to have trolls, swords, fighting, stabbing. No. No, I can assure you that is not what this game has at all. It does not have that in store for you. Let's look at these reviews, guys. Critic reviews. Let's look at the first one. Let's look at the paid reviews, because that's really what they are. Just like Gollum, I'm a bit split. The Lord of the Rings, Gollum features a great story that adds to the lore along with a terrific stealth system. Terrific stealth as Gollum. Yeah, you'd think. But it misses the mark in other areas. A finicky and redundant platforming system mixed with dialogue system that lacks bite makes for a combination that drags the rest down. So, what this review says is that apparently this game is alright, but they messed up the dialogue and the stealth isn't all there. Right. Now let's look at the user reviews. I'm not reading the two top 10 because look at the astounding negative versus positive. Actually, I'll read the first one by Odysseus. I won't read it all. I am absolutely loving this game. It features one of the most original stories. Dude, there are 3 movies about this ring getting destroyed, and they explore his background in the uncut versions. Not even the uncut. I'm pretty sure they're in the regular ones. They explore his background. So what is this? It features one of the most original stories in the Lord of the Rings franchise, and the gameplay is both fun and exciting. This said it was finicky and redundant. Sure, there are some bugs here and there, but they will be patched up quickly enough. Boom. Then how can you give this game a 10? It's a lie. A game cannot be a 10 if it needs to be patched. That's inevitable. If the game is buggy and unfinished, it does not deserve a 10. Let's look at the reviews right after this. Boom. Oh my gosh, a 1 out of 10? He must be lying. A game that was made with PS3 and Xbox 360 graphics in this day and age, priced for a triple A, is unacceptable. Yes, Josh, it is truly unacceptable. And I want to show you exactly what this guy is talking about, because he's got it. He hit the nail right on the head. They're charging $50 for an incomplete, unpatched, high requirement, and buggy mess. Let's look at this. This is a mission. This is most of the game in this gameplay right here from IGN.
Number of logs in the fire, pump the bellows a certain number of times, take an egg from the nest, prepare some weird colored liquid thing, dip the egg into the water, and then take the egg somewhere else, pull a lever, and if you've done it correctly, you get a bird. But if you've messed up any one of those steps, like putting in one log too many or pumping the bellows the whole thing falls apart and you need to do it all over again. So first of all, why the fuck is there a bird breeding minigame?
Look at these graphics, guys. You're telling me that in 2023, this is Gollum? This is Gollum. He looks like the night shift crew after drinking 80 monsters, guys. This doesn't even make sense.
In a Gollum game. And secondly, and I cannot stress this enough, why the fuck is there a bird breeding minigame in a Gollum game? I'll tell you why. All of this is an elaborate setup for one of the worst implemented companion systems I've ever seen in a video game. At certain points, you get to control this bird that you've bred. That involves pressing up on the D-pad and then ordering them to collect things for you, like this.
Go.
So they add a companion to allow you to get stuff. Not to do anything. Not to give you extra attacks, not to give you different ways to do stealth, but to grab things around the map. Okay. Let's look at another. You guys remember that it said it had good stealth? Let me show you guys the stealth they're talking about. Looks pretty sneaky. Just a naked dude rolling up on a guy with full armor.
It doesn't work on anyone with a helmet. This makes sense for someone in full battle regalia. Smeagol's grubby mitts wouldn't bend steel after all. However, what defines a helmet in this game is broadly open to interpretation. Like, whatever this is.
Alright, so Smeagol just crawled up, Gollum just crawled up on all fours behind a dude, and is just sitting there.
Is on this orc's head. Is that a hat? It's anybody's guess, but there's a decent chance he's strangle-proof.
Let's have a little talk.
Also, strangling only applies to orcs. It makes sense you can't choke beasts like spiders, where would you even grab? But humanoid races like elves apparently have invincible throats, eliminating the only method to bypass enemies apart from the bad stealth.
IGN, this is one that I think they nailed it on the head. Terrible stealth. See, I bought the game and then I returned it immediately after I saw that, because if the main draw of a game is not there and they advertise it as being this is what the game is, then the game is going to be a snooze fest. Now, you're Gollum. Do you think there's really going to be intense dialogue, story-rich scenes? No. He's going to say, Gollum, Mac Precious. Like, he's not going to say anything crazy. But here's the thing. A few years back, if you guys remember, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you've probably heard of that game called Shadow of Mordor. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I just want to show you guys quickly the reviews for that game first. 84. 8.0. My main contender for Game of the Year in 2014. It's been 9 years. Let me see if I can find any about stealth. Alright. But you guys see the big difference. This one has a ton of reviews, same universe. But look at the stealth in that game versus the weird little naked crawl the crackhead does in Gollum. I don't even know why they went with that design, seriously. Look at this stealth in Shadow of Mordor.
Wrong. Instead, we get nothing but a lot of noise from the boss. You'll get a lot.
And do you guys hear that like ambient noise to make you feel like you're in Middle Earth? It was completely silent in Gollum. There's nothing there. It's a dead environment. It doesn't exist. Alright, that's enough. You guys see what my point is. A game that came out 9 years ago that they could have literally pulled the stealth from and had a great game where you're bashing people's heads in with rocks as Gollum. Like, everybody knows Gollum is also Smeagol. And he has two sides. Like, the dialogue isn't even there. The game literally asks you, Do you prefer to be Gollum or Smeagol in this scenario? And then you don't do anything. You just say a few words and then you keep it pushing. Like, a great video I would recommend is to go to watch Moist Critical's video, and I'll put the link in the description so you can see how he tears this game apart, because he truly does it justice by showing just how garbage this game is. And I want to add to this. Let's go to this Twitter page right here. I found it on the Lord of the Rings Datalac Games Entertainment. Every game that is trash has done this, whether it was Saints Row, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is good now, but Redfall. They all do the same thing. They all give us an apology. They say they'll patch it up to meet expectations. They say that they hope for support. And that they're sorry they didn't meet expectations. That's what every game company does. They don't care about the story. They don't care about the lore. They care about the money. They're scared people are going to just not buy it. And nobody's going to buy this trash. It's incomplete. Let's read this. Dear players, we would like to sincerely apologize for the underwhelming experience, oh brother, many of you have had with The Lord of the Rings Gollum upon its release. We are not underwhelmed. This game is a failure that should have never came out. Upon it, we acknowledge and deeply regret that the game did not meet expectations we set for ourselves or our dedicated community. You didn't care, you just wanted to push it out because you knew this was going to bomb either way. You should have just scrapped it and put the resources to something else. Our goal as a studio and as passionate Lord of the Rings fans, let's just pause. Passionate Lord of the Rings fans. Lord, everybody can be a passionate Lord of the Rings fan, but nobody can make a trash Gollum game. You could probably find one on an emulator or something that the game is 10... Dude, the PS2 had a Lord of the Rings game that was 10 times better than this. 100 times better than this on the PS2. Fans has always been to tell a compelling and immersive story-driven adventure. Crafting a story with Middle-earth as our playground has been the greatest honor and the biggest challenge we have faced so far. When you have books, when you have literal stacks of juicy, like the Silmarillion, that you can literally pull the content from, why would you go and make a Gollum game when his story is literally told in the movies? We all know he's sneaky. We all know he was a slave. We all know where he came from. So you're making this game for what? At Datalac, we understand that a game's success relies on the enjoyment and satisfaction of its players. We genuinely value your feedback and have been actively listening to your voice, reading your comments, and analyzing the constructive criticism and suggestions you have provided. Our development team has been working diligent to address the bugs and technical issues many of you have experienced. Here we go. They always drop that at the end. Thank you for this. Thank you for your feedback. We're listening, because they think that's all we care about. The truth is, games shouldn't be releasing if you have to tell people you're sorry about bugs. You should have just scrapped that, thrown it away. I want to go back. Steam is my main platform, right? So I just want to go to Steam and show you guys what's on Steam. Let's look at the user reviews. Mostly negative. %35% of the 194 users are positive. Look at the DLC the game just released. Emotes pack. What you gonna do? Kill Frodo, man? And it's an emote? Come on, man. Get it together. You guys don't care about the fans. That's why you guys released original soundtrack for $8. What soundtrack does Gollum have that I want to pay $8 for? You can pay $8 for the trilogy. Look at this. The Sindarin VO DLC adds even more authentically to the game experience by having the elves speak in Sindarin. That should already be in the game. Who just in the background says, you know what, let's make something that's already in the book, already like in the series, and let's make a DLC. Lore Compendium. They just took everything that you would enjoy as a lore person, that their story-rich game, their passion would be in this game, and they made it DLC. Yeah, they love us. Let's go down to the first review, and then I'll let you guys to it. It was tricksy, precious, very tricksy. They stole it from us. Sneaky little hobbitses. Wicked, tricksy, false. $60 they did. Cruel men hurts us. See, this is the most Gollum you're gonna get in this game, is the reviews. Because nobody wants to play this thing. It's absolute garbage. Save your money. You $50. You got Street Fighter coming out this week. Just take care, make some wise decisions. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Take care, man. Keep it real. Out.